Hello, World Kanreikai Karate. Suzanne here, and I'd like to share with you Danbury Kanreikai Student of the Week, Oscar Garcia. Oscar is 7 years old. He started with the Danbury team in December of 2013 and has since earned his way to the rank of yellow belt. Now, here's what's interesting about Oscar. I asked him how he decided that martial arts was a good fit for him, and this is what he told me. At the wee age of 3.5 years old, he was playing with some neighborhood kids, and everything was going along fine for a while, and then somehow it turned into an altercation. And unfortunately, Oscar got the blunt of it. So he went home, sat down with his dad, and he said, "Dad, I want to learn how to defend myself." So after speaking with Sergio, Oscar's dad, I find out that he, as a good parent, did his due diligence and went and spoke to various neighbors, friends, even some of the local school guidance counselors to find out what programs were out there as far as what would be the best fit for Oscar. And many of them recommended the martial arts. Well, he went and visited various dojos in the Danbury area and was very disheartened with what he saw. He told me the story about how one dojo there was nothing but kids playing with hula hoops with and running rampant with very little supervision. And walked out of that one, went to another one in the area, and happened to witness their promotion test. And what he saw there was that as long as the kids could break a board, they got a new belt. And in speaking to some of the local parents, found out that martial arts is a very expensive sport to get involved in because it's nothing more than tests every month and more money, more money. And, they're not really happy about, what the kids are getting out of what they're paying for. So he was very disheartened when it came to martial arts and was pretty much willing to give up. Now, this is almost a year and a half later. Oscar now starts school. He's now going to kindergarten. And lo and behold, he's on his way to school one day and he notices that his bus driver has got a karate symbol on his shirt. So Oscar comes home, he tells dad all about it and, urges Sergio to go talk to his bus driver. Well, he does. And lo and behold, Oscar's bus driver was our own Senpai Mori Ichikawa. And after sitting with Mori and talking to him about what martial arts is all about and the stories about where he's been, Maury explains to him that that's not the World Kanreikai way, that we teach the children not just martial arts, not just self-defense, but we really focus on what the martial arts brings to a child. That besides focus, concentration, discipline, honorability, and we really look at the whole child or the whole student, and we want to make them more self-confident and we want to make them the next leaders of the world if we can. And we truly believe in that and invited him to stop on down to Danbury Kanreikai. Well, Sergio and Oscar came in one day. Oscar was very excited about taking the class. Sergio told me that after he spoke to the various instructors and again, reluctantly was still going, this got to be too good to be true, and spoke to many of the parents that were there at the school, and they explained to them that they had done some of their due diligence as well, and that this is the place to be, and that they are very happy with how their children have thrived here at Danbury Kanreikai. So, needless to say, Oscar's been with us since he's 5 years old. He's now 7, and as I said, has earned his rank of yellow belt, and he is just thriving. He is a wonderful little man. He is got a personality that just shines. He trains no less than 2 to 3 times a week. And Sergio tells me about how his training doesn't just stop here in the dojo, that when Oscar's home and he's finished his homework, he sits down in front of the TV and does his thing or a video game, and he finds Oscar doing push-ups or squats or leg lifts, and he thinks it's fantastic that the instructors at the school, they make sure that these kids know homework comes first before play and this and that and the other thing. And he said, we're very pleased with where we're at because just that, it wasn't too good to be true. It is good and it is true. So he is very happy that Oscar's here. We're very happy to have Oscar. We're so proud of the type of dedication that he's put into his training. He's such a wonderful little man. So hats off to Oscar. And here's Danbury Kanreikai's Student of the Week.